Hello everyone's. I am here for Love and Hip Hop Hollywood Season 6, the reunion part 1. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning, you a family member, you one of my peoples, welcome back. Okay, since everybody else, well I guess not everybody else, but since it's been talked about, it's April cheating on Fizz. Now, recently, April got caught out here in the streets looking very comfortable with some random dude that was not Fizz. So I'm thinking it's three things could be going on. It could be that this was a friend and Fizz was right next to her, but they just didn't show that. Or Fizz was at the bar and this was just a group of people hanging out together. She leaned over to see what he was saying. That it could be that, hey, she is actually out here cheating on Fizz and somebody just happened to catch her. I guess it could be it was a dark area. She didn't think anybody was going to notice and they did. Or it could be this is just something set up by Fizz and April to secure their spot for next season. Since he is not going to be on the millennial tour now, they got to, okay, we got to do something so we're going to secure our spot. Everybody was already side-eyeing us for getting together. Let's make it seem like you're cheating on me. So when next season come on, it looks like we breaking up, we arguing, doing all these things so we can just secure our spot so we can make us some money since he's not going to be making any money on the Millennial Tour. I just believe it could be those three things. She was out with a friend, Fizz was there, they just didn't show Fizz. She is actually factually cheating, or this was just a setup by Fizz and April and he was the one holding the camera and, you know, selling the pictures to the blog. That's it. So Kay, she's not at the reunion. She's being Skyped in. She just recently had another silicone removal surgery. So, you know, she's, you know, resting and, you know, recuperating and all those things. And I just say this is a PSA to all these men and women out here going to hotels and, you know, people's houses and where else you going getting all these injections and you don't know what's going. You want this big booty and you want to look cute and all these things and look nice in your jeans, but you putting your health at risk because you don't know what they are actually putting in your body. And if you do go to a surgeon, make sure you go to a board certified surgeon, not just because he has an MD behind his name. Make sure he's board certified. Do your research. And cheap is not always the best option. Now me, I am a frugal person. I love going to Burlington's, Ross Dress for Less, Marshalls, and getting clothes. But that's one thing. When it goes to body, if I'm going to a doctor, I'm gonna make sure that you have your medical license and all those things. But surgery wise, make sure this is a board certified surgeon. You just can't be going to doggone it, tying you down the street because she done a few girls and they look nice, because you don't know what tying you down the street is putting in these young ladies' body. It could be semen, it could be fix and fly. There's no telling what they're putting in your body, and you don't know what effects it's going to have on your body. Now, K. Michelle, she has had how many surgeries now trying to get rid of this silicone, and it was causing her to get sick. So yeah, PSA, don't do this. A1, he is sitting there with glasses on and a Tony the Tiger outfit. I'm like, what is going on? See, I never did understand why people have the need to wear sunglasses indoors. Like, bro, we are inside. Why you got on sunglasses on? Why do you have on a Tony the Tiger jumpsuit? Like, what? Okay, so you seen this Tony the Tiger looking jumpsuit and you was like, yeah, bam, that's me. You got to look flashy. Do you want people to talk about you? Because at this point, I think this is him and Pam's goal. We're going to be wearing stuff that we know we shouldn't be wearing so we can have people talking about us. But anyway, Lyrica says A1 does the things he does because that's the way Pam raised him, which Pam took an offense to that. Like, okay, so it's my fault because the way that A1 reacts. But the thing is, Pam defends her son when she's around, when A1 and Lyrica are fighting, and Big Lyrica G defends her daughter when she's around, when little Lyrica and A1 are fighting. They are both in this relationship, and we just need to have the mamas out of it and just be A1 and Lyrica. But since A1 is going to Pam like yada 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 ABC and this is happening, and Lyrica, she going to her mama and ABC and yada 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 is happening, they feel the need. Well, the next time I have the right to jump in, you come here bringing your information and you tell me all what's going on in your marriage, then they feel they have the license to come in and tell what's going on in your marriage and put their 2 cents in. So I'm just saying, y'all need to keep y'all mamas out of it. Now, Pam, I'm going to just need you to do this for me, boo-boo. If you're going to be somewhere and you want to wear a dress, make sure the slit isn't so high up so when you jump off the couch, we don't see your private regions. I seen she jumped up off the couch. I was like, you almost showed the world what you got going on down there, Pam. I'm going to need you to not have such a high slit if you think you're going to be jumping up. Even if you're not going to jump up. High slits, though, boo-boo. Maybe on the side, but you had a front side slit. You had a front slip. And when you hopped up, you almost exposed yourself to the world, girl. And I'm going to just let you know you don't need to do that. And when you sat down, you almost had to, like, fold it over so people couldn't see what was going down in your private regions. I'm going to just need you to not have, you know, such a high slit in the front of your dresses or skirts next time you doing something, okay? Ray, Pam, and Lyrica, they going back and forth per usual. And Ray was in the hallway, and Pam comes storming off after she saw big Lyrica G, that her lips look like a fish. I'm like, no, you did not say a fish. Now, when she said that, my mind didn't go to fish. My mind went to Howard the Duck for some reason. I don't know if y'all remember Howard the Duck, an 80s movie, a very bootleggish movie if you ask me, but that's where my mind went to, and I didn't want it to go there, but we're not even talking about that. We talking about how Ray J was looking so scared, like, not hugged up, but leaned up against the wall when Pam walked by. He was like, oh no, I'm not going to say nothing. I'm going to blend into the wall because I don't want Pam to come over here and start yelling at me because she mad at Lyrica G. I just don't want that to happen. Princess says she doesn't care that Ray is working. She just wants to make sure when she rolls over at 3 o'clock in the morning that he has sent her a text that's saying that, you know, he's good, he's at the studio, like, just let her know. But I was like, that was almost a contradictory to what you said on the show. You was almost mad that he was out here working. I was like, Ray J is a businessman. He be making that money. He got several businesses going on, and you wanted him to miss out on the opportunity because you wanted him to stay there and celebrate the doggone 7 days of Melody's birthday week. Like, first of all, get her a cake, have a few family members over there, give some presents, and maybe some kids that are her age, and call it a day. Doing all that extra, going to Disney World for a week. Okay, cool. That could have been a party week at Disney World as the family. I could say 2 days. One day, Ray J, Princess, and Melody. They go to Disney World as a family. The day of her birthday, it's family coming together. We have a little smash cake for her. We have a little food, some cake, some ice cream, open up a few presents, and bam, we done for her first birthday. But you wanted this man to stay home from, you know, making stay home for the baby's whole week birthday when he could be out here promoting his stuff and his business, and you was mad about that. But you saying you don't mind about that. Bugatti made an appearance, and I guess some people thought that this was a fake scene, like when Bugatti went missing, but we did find out the person who was trying to get the reward was the one who stole Bugatti. But I'm like, if you stole the dog, why are you meeting people at police stations? You should want to stay as far away from police stations after knowing that you have committed a crime, which was stealing these people's dog. Yeah, but anyway, the dog napper was the one looking for the money that they met at the police station. Apple in her Mortal Kombat outfit. When she was backstage, I was like, that is giving me a Mortal Kombat tease. Because she had on some kind of, this Friends kind of like mask below her eyes. Her outfit looked very, very Mortal Kombat-ish. But she says that the dude that did not want to work with her with the shoe line, he turned around and wanted her to host Strip Fest. Like, I'm not good enough for you to work on my shoe line, but I'm good enough for to host a Strip Fest with you. So yeah, she realizes that she has a drinking problem, but you know, she gonna get all those things in together. And she's trying not to be that quick to smack a chick anymore. She's trying to calm all that down. She has no problem with anybody. It's just that when you bring the problem to her, that's when she has the issue. Like when that drink got thrown on her, she says as a person who didn't have anything, when somebody ruins something that you have, you take it very, very personal. And this didn't happen to her twice. But you know, she didn't squash it with Zell and Paris, you know. She, you know, kind of forgave Mr. Ray for throwing that drink at A1. So, you know, just don't be throwing drinks on me. Just don't come at me and we can be cool. Fizz says that he and Omarion were never friends. They were co-workers. Now, he says in season 1, he was brought in because Fizz needed... No, Fizz says he was brought in season 1 so Omarion can have somebody to, I guess, be friends with on the show. And I was like, well, why didn't he choose Book? If y'all wasn't friends and y'all was just co-workers, how come he just didn't choose Book? Because they seem more like friends and more in communication. But you was like, okay, so... this your co-worker and you was going to do your co-worker a favor? I guess. Now, Boog is still mad that they lost money because Fizz and Neighbor wanted to be out here hunting on each other. We had already done the tour and it was going fine. We was going to do the international tour or whatever, but y'all wanted to be out here hunting on each other and you stopped our bag. They're mad about that. He's mad about that. Paris said that all the light-skinned dudes that are in LA, why did you want to go over there and start hunting on Lil Fizz? And I was like, that is a good question. And she was like, and you out here like talking dirty about Omari. And she's like, I'm not talking dirty about him. You act like you know him. She's like, I don't know him, but I do know you, and I do know that you were a liar. Zell, he jumps in, you not gonna talk about my friend. Yada, yada, yada. You talking about some y'all was brothers, y'all was uncles, y'all was fathers, y'all was mamas, but now y'all just co-workers. And I was like, yeah, basically. Zell asked Moniece, how do you feel about this? And she again says she doesn't care. But Fizz says, like, you haven't even been. She's like, my thing is there's a child involved. And he was like, you don't even come to any camps games. And they was like, yeah, I be going to his games. And she was like, because I have actually busted in a woman's skull, cracked her skull, and I'm not trying to do that anymore. I'm not trying to be out here acting several fools at my son's game. So if I need to stay home, that's what I'm going to do. I am going to stay home. She ends up walking out. Okay, I'm trying to see where my notes is. Okay, she ends up walking out like, I ain't got time for this. I'm going to just go right now. Book says he's not a... They ask him, how does he feel about their relation? He was like, basically, I don't feel any way because I don't be getting up in people's business like that. But it's just unfortunate that she was with Omarion before she got with Fizz. That's just it. She says something about... it was another family that somebody was with. I guess, I don't know if I heard this or I just made this up in my mind and they was saying that Boog slept with Omarion's mama. But I was like, they've been cool, so I don't really see that. Now, let's rewind a little bit, shall we? When Moniece was saying, you know, there's a child involved, there should be respect and all of these things. Let's compare Omarion to Fizz. Now, Omarion over here, we have never heard him say a disrespectful thing towards or about April. Even when she started hunting on Lil Fizz. We haven't heard that. Fizz, on the other hand, takes every opportunity he can to make Moniece feel like a bad mother. You ain't been to Cam's games. April jumping in. Yeah, I've been to his games. Like, do y'all not see how wrong that is? Last week when she was saying how I called you because I need help with our son. Can you come get him? No, but you were over there with April's kids playing stepdaddy, helping her out. Now let's go even further back. So if you and Omarion were just co-workers, how is it that April felt so comfortable going to you after she broke up with Omarion? How is it that you felt comfortable enough to, y'all even had each other's numbers? One, you felt comfortable enough to go over there and help her out when she was going through some things. She felt so comfortable that she was telling you that she was drinking herself. She was so depressed on the couch. All those things. If you and Omarion were just co-workers, how is it that you and April became so close? Can somebody explain that to me? But I just don't like the fact that that Fizz takes every opportunity he can to treat Moniece the way he does when he's not in a relationship. When he's not in a relationship, they're the best good friends. But as soon as he gets in a relationship, he feels that he needs to dog her and in somewhat a way kind of be okay with the woman he's with dogging the mother of his child. Now, don't you realize that your son can go back and see this and seeing the way that you are treating his mother? Or maybe you just don't care. I don't know, y'all. So that was the gist. If I left anything, y'all, if I left anything out, by all means, leave a comment below. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Feel free to subscribe. It is free all day, every day, free 99. Make sure your notifications are on, so when my beautiful face puts up a video, you can click on it, you can like it, you can share it with your people, and you can come over here and be one of my peoples. If you're returning, you a family member of one of my peoples, welcome back. Y'all know what to do. Tell your people to tell their people to come over here and be one of my peoples by clicking on that little icon up there. And this is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.